Hey guys, this is my SCAR 17, and today we're going to be installing an extended rail. And as you can see, there's a lot of room over here where the barrel extends out, and an extended rail really helps you mount new things onto it. And what we've got today is a Primary Weapon Systems SRX. This is the extended rail for the SCAR platform. It's one of my favorites, actually. I had this on my 16 and it decided to put this on the 17 instead. And it's going to look like this once installed. As you can see, there's going to be room for the front sight and the piston, and it's going to extend the rail out to just so much. I think it's a perfect length. So what we need to do first is to field disassemble it, and as always we want to make sure the weapon is clear and safe. There's no magazine. Shuffle it a couple times, make sure there's absolutely nothing in the chamber, and the first thing we got to do is take this lower receiver off, and it's super simple. If you can see, there's this one push pin right here. And all you gotta do is push it out. There we go. Pull it through. Judo chop. It's gonna slide forward, and you're gonna be able to take this right out. We're gonna set this aside. Next, we're gonna take this boot off, or else this rifle's gonna walk away on us. Just slight, gentle taps, and it'll slide right off. Look at this guy. Set this aside. Put it here. Alright, so now we're going to have to take this recoil spring out, and as you can see, there's this guy right here. It looks kind of like a Tetris piece. And you just want to pop it just enough out. It's not going to go all the way because this part's blocking it. Pop it just enough to kind of pull it off to the side so that it can go all the way out. And here you go. You take your recoil spring out, and if you notice, this charging handle's all the way in the back. Once it gets all the way in the back, you can just simply pull it out, and that's going to let you take off your entire assembly right here, the bolt carrier group. We're going to set this also to the side. Now this thing's a lot lighter and easier to work on. What we're going to need to do is remove this barrel assembly. It's very easy. It's held on by these three right here. And same on the other side. These two, and this guy right up front. Don't take these two out. That's not going to help. So we just got to find the right tools to do it. Alright, so the SRX system is going to come with a set of nuts, or not nuts, but just screws and also some Allen wrenches. But I've had it for so many years and I've misplaced them. So we're going to just use some of these basic tools instead. 8 Torx, and loosen this. Do you hear the ratcheting sound? It's very normal actually, and it's designed so that these screws will stay in place and they're not going to fall out when you completely loosen them. So don't be alarmed when you hear this. I'm going to loosen all 3 of these. Now if you notice that these guys are still retained, and that is very normal, and you'll know when it's completely off, when you can kind of actually push it in a little and it'll jump right back out to you. So then that's the way you know that it's loosened. Now let's do the other side. This is actually the first time disassembling this guy on this rifle, so not really sure how tough it's going to be with these screws, but this is not the tough part. This guy's out. I don't know about this guy though. Seems like he's out. But let's do a couple more turns just to make sure. Get this out of the way first. Alright, well if it's all the way out, it should be completely loose. And I think this guy's still on here. Alright, well it looks like this is loose and it should just slide out like so. And here we go. We can set this receiver aside, and what we really want to work on is this guy right here. Alright, make sure you got this bad boy mounted on a good location. Enough where you can turn it, but not hard enough where you can damage it. They do make kind of like a block for the upper receiver for the scar, but I don't have that. I don't work on enough scars to merit buying one. They're probably relatively expensive. We're going to take our blowtorch. Let's heat up the area. I know that I got some cloth next to it, and it's probably going to catch on fire if I go too hot with it. But we just want to get it hot enough so that the thread locker will loosen up just a little bit. Let's see how that is. There you go. Just that one crack is all you need. Now, be very careful. This area is going to be extremely hot, so you either want to let it cool off or put some gloves on. Trying to be careful and not lighting up the cloth on fire. That would be really bad. Wow. Okay, well, this guy was loose already. That's interesting. I have a feeling this guy's going to be really hot too, so I'm just going to put on some gloves. And there we go. We're going to set this aside for now and let's see. Do you see this guy right here? This is the part that we're going to be replacing. Oh, it's still really hot, so be careful. Right. Work over here. There you go. That is out, and this might take a little bit of wiggling. Whoops. This might take a little bit of wiggling, but it should come right out. Just going to clean this up just a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is put this one like so. And that's all we're going to do. So we're going to set this in. Now normally what you want to do is clean up the threads and put new sealant on it. But it seems like they didn't even put sealant on this one in the rear and only in the front. So what I'm going to have to do is when I don't have any Loctite, so I'm going to have to take this apart after I'm done with the video. After I get some Loctite and retighten these guys. But for now, just to show you the installation, we're gonna kind of just tighten it like so. You don't want to tighten these all the way yet until we assemble it into the rifle. So it's really hard to work with these bulky ass gloves. This guy's already out. Once again, we just want to tighten it so we still have a little bit of wiggle room. So after we install the barrel assembly into the receiver, we can kind of tighten everything down. Alright, let's put this gun back together. Alright guys, we're going to start putting everything together now. This is the easy and fun part. If this is a brand new rifle, so there's absolutely no residue in here, but this is a really good opportunity to get in there and really clean out the inside of your receiver. So once you've done that, we're going to put everything back together. Slide this barrel in here, and just like the way it this came out, you're just going to slide it in like so. You might need a little bit of encouragement on your end to kind of get everything in the groove, especially when we get over here. That's why you want to not tighten it all the way down, because if you do, this is never going to go. There we go. Make sure all these guys are out. Just encourage both sides. Doesn't seem to want to go in. Sometimes these guys get stuck. Just gotta back it out just a little bit more. Yep. Well, here we go. This is it all the way in. And what the extended rail is going to look like is this is going to go over here. And there we go. So let's tighten everything down and put everything back together. Just going to hand tight everything first. Make sure everything goes in. And then we'll torque them down to spec. See how this guy doesn't want to go in? That's why you don't want to tighten everything down first, because it'll take a little bit of wiggling to let it go in. Sometimes they want to be out a little more, sometimes a little more in. We're going to skip this and do the other ones first. Sometimes they'll go in after the other one goes in. These two guys. Let's see if they'll go. This one goes. I'm going to assume that this one will go as well now. There we go. Now that they're hand tightened, I'm going to torque them down slightly a little bit. Alright, now these guys are tightened. I'm going to have to retighten them after this video is done, but I'm just going to tighten them for now. Oops. And now we're going to put the extended rail on. Once again, goes like so right over the barrel, and it's going to be held together by these 4 screws. There we go. Look how beautiful that is. It's perfect length. Alright, let's put everything back together. Let's see, we're going to need to put the bolt carrier group back in. Don't forget the charging handle. That's in. Buttstock, or the boot. And the lower receiver. Just the same as we put it back together, just the same as we took it apart. We're going to judo chop the other way, push the push pin in, and there we go. Here's the extended rail. Yeah, it feels great. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really happy with how this thing turned out. It looks great and it feels really good too. Really sturdy. Sure, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos with this bad boy, and so if you're interested, stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more stuff going on. And as always, I hope you guys stay safe out there. It's kind of a crazy world, and I hope you guys are all being active and healthy, and staying healthy both physically and mentally. Thanks for watching.